We got some news regarding AEW Fight Forever, its release date, and what we could expect from it for consoles. Let's get into all the news for you right now. It's been a while since we've heard from THQ Nordic, AEW Fight Forever, AEW themselves regarding the game. You know, we've seen it. If you watch Dynamite at all, you're gonna see the little splash graphic where they highlight AEW Fight Forever and that you get your pre-orders in now, but we've got nothing. We got diddly squat since the summertime when they did the whole demo reveal of the game, the playable demo, and we have a lot of questions, and I still have a lot of questions in there. Don't you get yourself twisted, yeah? We still gotta find out a lot of information, but there's a new article that just came out. This was just released. This is coming over from Matt Black, put this together at WrestleZone.com, and it looks like AEW Fight Forever, according to this, is going to release day one on Xbox Game Pass. This is going to be AEW's first crack at a console game. It's coming available across all platforms. We're gonna see it on PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Switch as well. And don't forget my brothers over there on PC, looking at the modding community, come on. You know you're gonna have some fun. The article states that there is good news for the game on the horizon, as numerous sources have informed me that when AEW Fight Forever is released, it will be part of the Xbox Game Pass on day one. This will give All Elite Wrestling's first video game a massive boost in accessibility right out of the gate. To pause there for a second, I wholeheartedly agree. If this is confirmed by Xbox and by THQ Nordic directly, we're going by Matt Black's sources over here, but if this is true, this does give AEW Fight Forever a really great shot at getting some traction and getting some success, especially looking at the spring lineup of video games, and specifically when you're looking at AEW Fight Forever and WWE 2K23. If this is true, and let's just play in the world that this is all going to happen, I am glad that this will happen. I think that this is exactly what this type of game needs. It's AEW's first shot at a console game, and to have it available on Game Pass with over 25 million subscribers, you got wrestling fans that are in there, not 25 million wrestling fans, but you're gonna have a market of fans that are gonna be casual and hardcore that are gonna jump into this on the Xbox side. And when I think of real casual players, they might just see a brand new wrestling game and they might just want to jump in there and just be able to play a couple of matches, and especially because it's in the arcade style with simplified controls, it's going to be easy to just get into the game and play. This will also be the first licensed wrestling game made available on Xbox Game Pass, which is a big deal in itself. And if it works out, this could be really good news for THQ Nordic. It could be really good news for AEW. If the game is successful, particularly on Game Pass, then they could be able to get more support to be able to do a second game when the time comes. I think this is a really good idea when I think of price. AEW Fight Forever pre-order pricing is coming out at $59.99. That's in the US, and even the Canadian pricing is showing the same thing for some reason, and we're more expensive. But if it's $59.99, it's a full-priced game, console game, and that's expensive, I think, with what this game is going to be when it's much more on the casual arcade style play, where you're more likely to pick it up, I think, and do a couple of matches, and then you're out. I don't know if it's gonna have the giant grasp of players wanting to spend hours upon hours in there. And so this is why I think, because it leans towards more of the arcade casual side, I think it's a great opportunity to have fans play it on Xbox. They already have Game Pass, and they can jump in, jump out, and they're not really dropping a dime on this game because they're already paying for the monthly subscription. Also, fans of AEW, or those that might just want to be able to try this game out, you're going to be able to grab that audience casually by just being able to put it over on Game Pass and letting them try it out. And then if they want to be able to play the next one, if they do get another game, then they're going to be able to get their hands on that. It's a good way to expose AEW as well as a wrestling company. We are in the whole echo chamber of wrestling here, so we know all about it and the ins and outs and what's going on. But thinking of the much more casual fans and the casual players, they may not be familiar with your Britt Bakers and your Kenny Omegas. And so this is a great way to get their exposure and be able to get them to see what AEW is all about. Now, I do want to finish up here by talking about one other topic regarding the AEW video game. I wanted to do an episode on this, but we'll just talk about it now. It makes a lot of sense. I want to talk about the cover. I want to talk about the AEW Fight Forever game cover, or key art, placeholder art that it is, when you have the likes of Jade Cargill, Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, Britt Baker, and headlining front and center CM Punk. Now, there was a whole controversy, Muffin Mania, Fallout to Brawl Out, whatever you want to call it, but the Muffin Man is still on the cover. And with everything in the news going on regarding CM Punk, it all points towards a buyout, according to all the news reports, and I'm thinking specifically of Fightful Select, that CM Punk's contract is getting bought out by AEW and that he is bye-bye gone with AEW. Is he going to be in the game? There's a lot of moving parts here. Is he still going to be in the AEW video game? And right now, I think, is he going to be on the cover? A lot of you in the comments might just be saying, Matt, it's key art, it's placeholder, they can totally change it, and I agree, and I hope they do, because I don't even like the cover even as is, even if CM Punk was still with the company. I think it looks very generic, so it's an opportunity for them to change it, but do you think that they will change the cover? Or will they stick with this, and will they keep CM Punk in the game? With the game coming out sometime in early 2023, they do have time to be able to move some final pieces around in terms of the roster. If Tony Khan is getting rid of CM Punk from AEW and he is just erased from everything, would they go in there and remove him as one of the playable characters in the game? We have seen the demo footage that's out there of CM Punk wrestling in the video game. So he's there, he's playable. They were gonna surround seemingly all of this around him by having him as a recognizable face on the cover and being playable in the game. That would have sold some units in my opinion. And if you're gonna remove Punk from the cover, that's one thing, but if you remove him from the game, that might hurt it quite a bit more than they may even realize. Interesting situation. Want to know your thoughts? Hit the subscribe button, like the channel too. It helps us out here a lot, and I'll see you on the next episode of more updates and more details on AEW Fight Forever and WWE 2K23. Stay tuned. I'll see you later. Bye.